Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing some more Formula 1 2024 My Team Career. Now in the last episode we was at the Dutch Grand Prix and to be honest we didn't do too bad. We got 7th out of it, which a pretty decent result. All things considered, our first stint we had a front wing damage pretty early. It was a first lap. We were just gone lights out and we ended up with a broken front wing because Lando Norris decided to whatever it was, made a mistake, I don't know, which caused the entire grid just to bunch up. It's pretty funny how the AI anticipated that and they didn't end up with front wing damage, and I think I had a pretty good reaction to it, and yet it still wasn't good enough to avoid getting front wing damage. But it's what it is. We drove a pretty decent recovery race there and got 7th. But now we are heading over to Monza, and I absolutely love this track. It's very high speed, so hopefully the few upgrades that we've got with drag reduction and engine power help us out massively. I really hope so. So fingers crossed we have a good result, and I'll see you at the race.
We're back in Italy once again for another round of the Formula 1 World Championship. And what a great race is in store for us today, here at the oldest circuit on the calendar, which hosted its first race all the way back in 1922. We're 12 miles northeast of Milan for today's Grand Prix at a Monza circuit where we can expect top speeds of around 215 miles per hour. 11 corners on this 3.6 mile track, with 7 of those coming in the form of chicanes. And with a good slipstream and DRS open, there should be plenty of opportunity for some passing here today. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Clark lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Hamilton, Sainz, Oscar Piastri, Norris, Russell, Albon, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Bottas, Hülkenberg, Stroll, Magnussen, Perez, Tsunoda, Sargent, Joe, Ricciardo, and Kamui Kobayashi. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track. And alongside me, a man, well, what more can I say? But he's a legend, Anthony Davidson. Now, you'll remember back from your racing days, Ant, working with the team and getting to know them is oh so important. That's what this driver's going through at the moment.
Absolutely, Crofty. It's new for yourself when you arrive maybe into a new team, or you might be an established driver or a rookie. It doesn't matter. Getting to know a whole group of people, a team that works around you, it's vital to get the best out of each other. And in that return, your performance on track improves as well.
Okay, this is our engine supplier's home Grand Prix, which means there's a lot of very important people here behind the scenes. I'd love to give them a strong result to watch today, plus a good result might make my post-race meetings a little bit easier.
Yes, as you can see, we're at Monza, home of our engine supplier. The Tifosi are going to be watching out for us, and we got a belter of a qualifying lap in there. It was the first lap I did, and I tried 3 more attempts to try and beat it, and I couldn't get any better. So we've got to pull something out the bag here. So I'm going to go medium hard, as it's recommending. A tiny bit extra fuel. Just to help us, and hopefully, I'm not expecting to stay in the lead, as Charles Leclerc was very close to my lap time. He was only 2/10 off, so we're going to give it everything and see how we go, and hopefully we can stay on the podium, hopefully. So let's go. And away we go. Not a bad start. Giving it everything off the line. Someone tried to have a look there, up our inside. We managed to get away. That's the important bit. We're out of DRS. So on the next lap, they're not going to have DRS to stay with us. I'm making mistakes. I'm going to burn as much of the battery to keep ahead. And we just got to go for it, basically. Just got to let them fight it out. The drag reduction upgrades that we've brought are working.
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Just got to make sure they don't get close enough to use DRS now. We're a lot quicker through the first chicane than they are. I think they're a little bit quicker in a straight line compared to us. But not by much, we're a lot quicker through the corners. And that is a big part of this track. You either go for all out on the straights or help yourself through the corners. Because there's not that many corners. But it's not one way or the other.
Fastest lap of the race.
So we just gotta go for it. Make sure we're consistent on our braking points. Turning in at the right time. Changing gears at the right time. Everything to keep this lead. We're not getting away as quickly as I was hoping. I was hoping they'd be fighting a bit more. But it looks like Hamilton's come out on top. And has managed to get himself in second place.
Good job.
But
That was the
we are
fastest lap of the
slowly
race so
eking
far.
out a gap. So I'm just going to try and build
so
up
we're
the
leading our
battery now.
teammate by 9.8 seconds.
And as long as we get a decent lead out, we're not threatened with an undercut. Looks like Hamilton lost a place again to Leclerc. But as long as they keep battling, we can get away.
That was the fastest lap of
excuse
the
me.
race. Keep this up. Well done.
I mean, it looks like we're just getting faster and faster, so... yeah, good us. keep using a touch of battery here and there, but I think realistically we need to let it charge up. So I'm not going to use it this lap anymore. Just going to try and recuperate some charge. Yeah, because even without using it, we're still slowly eking a gap, so we should be good. We are a little bit slower than if we used it, but I'd like to get some charge back in the battery, so when we do need it, we can use it. Nearly up to 4 seconds now, which is good. They're not going to get an undercut on us. And like I said before, I absolutely adore this track. It is one of my favourite tracks. And I have put many hours on this track, on multiple Formula 1 games, Gran Turismo games. I just love the high speed nature of it. It is a really good track. It's completely different to the other tracks. Because because of the nature of the track being so high speed, one mess up and you lose tenths.
Okay, 4 seconds separate us and the car behind. 4 seconds.
Whereas you get it absolutely perfect and you put in, you hit all your marks, you hit all your braking points, all your gear changes, turning points, everything. You get it all right and you get an amazingly quick lap. But you get one of those wrong and you end up like 3 tenths off. It's a track that requires precision. It's all well and good driving fast in a straight line, but if you can't drive fast around the corner, then you lose out big. Right, here we go. We've got 90% in the battery. I'm going to start using it a little bit after this lap, and that should help us eke out a bit more of a gap. And it's just the power of being in clean air on this track. You're in clean air, you win. Use a little bit to help us get around the corner there. Oh, we got our braking point really well there. Oh, we got it well there as well. Another thing with this track is if you're a bit too harsh on the power, you can really burn out your tyres pretty quickly with this circuit as well. So tyre management on this circuit is really critical because of how fast you're going. You need that grip, and you can lose your tyres really quick. Like look what happened at Monza. Leclerc managed his tyres beautifully, and it got him a win because he didn't have to pit a second time. And that was the downfall to McLaren's strategy. No one expected them to do it, but they did it, and Leclerc got a fantastic win, well deserved. So, you know, just being the fastest on track doesn't mean you're going to win. If someone only needs to pit once, then yeah, unless you're over 25 seconds faster than them, by the end of it, you know, one stop's going to win. But that is our plan, to only need to go and stop once and be quicker. If you can hit both of those, you're unstoppable on this track. Now with 5 seconds ahead, that's quite a comfortable margin. But we're not going to slow down yet. Oh no 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 no. Our front left tyre is getting hit really hard, and I'm pretty sure it's because of this corner coming up, the third one, and the last corner, the 11th, on where they're getting hit the hardest. So we're just going to try and ease them around a little bit more. See if we can not put too much strain on them, otherwise that might happen. Probably getting hit a bit hard through that chicane as well. But it's the fact that 3 of the high-speed corners are all right turns, so your left tyres take a massive hit. You can feel it slowly losing grip around that corner then. But we're nearly up to 6 seconds on the gap, so we're just going to keep this up. And we might even get a free pit stop, where we won't even lose a position. It looks like the pack is quite bunched up together. Like if we have a look now, if we pit now, we'll come out in last. So the pack is still bunched up. .3 seconds ahead. The tyres are holding up well. We're doing alright. Sainz looks like he's back in the lead again. Paul Leclerc, he qualified second as well, and now he's 5th. I'm guessing he's made a mistake. Yeah, we're starting to lose the grip now. As long as we don't let it affect us too much, we should be alright. Keep using the battery every now and then, eke out our lead. Our pit window's coming up soon, so should be good. I think my race engineer's done a runner. I've not heard him speak for a while. Normally he's all in my ear constantly. Got a bit wobbly on the exit there. Rear left's not looking too good. We're going to go an extra lap, because the tyres are fine. I'm not struggling with them. Hamilton's pitted. Just keep an eye on the tyres. And we'll go one more. I'm pretty sure they're all going to pit as well. And we'll box this lap. I don't think my engineer wants to talk to me anymore. Right, so in theory, we should come out ahead. Come on, guys, no mistakes. Good start, good start. Right, so we should have a small tyre advantage now. That was a good stop, boys. Good stop. Right, here we go. Now the race is on. The second stint. We've all gone with the hard tyre. Don't let Verstappen finish second, please, Hamilton. Do me this one kindness and take him out. Please be like reality and drop him down to 7th. The funny thing is, I used to like Red Bull, and then stuff came out about them cheating with Toro Rosso, using them as basically a development car, and sharing secrets. And that was like proper shady, that. Like, how they got away with it for so long is beyond me. But they must have been proper sneaky beaky in order to get away with it for ages. And then once they got forced to be a separate entity after like 3 years or something, they stopped being competitive and went down to a midfield team at best. And then this era, they've shot up to the top with a ground effect, which I so hardly believe is down to Adrian Newey's genius. Because now Adrian Newey has left Red Bull, again they're plummeting down. And there was the whole asymmetric braking rule thing, and it's coincidence that, you know, it's Red Bull started suffering with brake problems once that all came to light. Not saying they did, but not saying they didn't. You know, it's unknown. But bit weird how they get brake issues once that rule comes to light, that they've been investigating that rule. Right, I suppose we should focus and try and eke out that lead again. Because Hamilton's done me a solid and got past Verstappen. The heat is on. Right, here we go, another lap. Let's see if we can do a fast one. And I get it as well. All the teams are looking at trying to get some advantage somewhere, scrutineering the rule book and everything, reading all the fine print. And if it's not clearly stated in the rule book, they will, bend the rules, as it were. So all teams do it. They all interpret the rules slightly different. A 122.8, not bad. Just cementing our first place a bit more there. I mean, given the right tyres and the fuel though, I could do a 120.3. Or at least attempt to. Not saying it's guaranteed, but I could give it a go. Done it before. And yeah, the teams are going to do it because like any small advantage they can get over the competitors, with it being such a tight race. Like now, it's like all within thousandths of a second rather than tenths of a second, and even further back, it used to be seconds between the cars. So like the margins are getting smaller and smaller between all the teams. So if you can figure something out that gives you an advantage and the other teams haven't, you're gonna go for it. You're gonna go for it. You all will. I would. It's like Mercedes with the DAS system. There was nothing in the rulebooks to say they couldn't do it. They even checked with the FIA all while developing the car. And they were like, yeah, it's perfectly fine. And then as soon as the other teams caught wind of it, oh, that's not allowed, blah, 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 blah. All because they never thought of it. It's honestly like when someone develops something in Formula One, it's like watching a bunch of school kids. It really is. It's absolutely hilarious. And then what makes it even more fun, I'm a big fan of Formula One, like a huge fan, have been since I was a kid. And so like yeah, everybody's going to complain about it. But they all spat the dummies out about it. Purely because they never thought of it. It's not that Mercedes had done it. It's purely because they hadn't thought of it. Lewis is out of the session. Oh, come on, Lewis. Right, science mate, it's up to you. Because the same goes back to when was it? 2000? Oh, it was really early on, and it was McLaren with the F-duct, which was like the precursor to DRS, and it was just a small vent on the front of the car, just in front of the driver's cockpit, that channeled air over to the rear wing, which caused the air to stall going over the wing, reducing drag. And the driver could control this by covering a hole in the cockpit. Now, when you didn't cover it, the air flowed into the cockpit. When you covered it, the air went over to the rear wing and gave a DRS effect. And all the other teams, every single one of them, kicked off massively. And then when the FIA deemed it legal, they all quickly rushed, developed their own thing. But McLaren were clever about how they did theirs, because the driver just had to use their knee. All the other teams, the drivers had to use the back of the hand. And the FIA jumped straight on it and was like, right, this is banned for next year. Because there ain't no way they were going to let the drivers drive down the straights, especially at Monza at 200 mile an hour, with one hand on the wheel. And it's quite right. I wholly agreed with the FIA's decision on that one. Because they get some flack for some stuff. But like, that one I agree with. There's no way. Like, I wouldn't do it on the road, let alone in a Formula 1 car. Drive at 200 mile an hour with one hand on it. Not a chance. Any bump and that driver's going into a wall. So, yeah, it got quickly banned. And the F-duct disappeared. And then DRS came into it. A couple of years later. As well as ERS, the energy recovery system, which back then was called CARES, Kinetic Energy Recovery System. Although it wasn't as effective as it is now. Like it couldn't recharge the batteries as much as it could now. It used to take a couple of laps to recharge the battery, whereas now you can recover majority of the charge of the battery on effectively one lap at almost every circuit, which makes racing a whole lot more interesting when you got a button for more power. We're coming up on lap 25 now. We'll eat the gap out to 9.2 seconds. And I'm desperately... I'm going as quick as I can. But I would like the days to come back of engine modes. Now that was interesting. When engine modes were a thing. Whereas now the driver it's just one mode and that's it. The only time they can change engine modes is in practice, and even then it's a lean mixture to save fuel, or the normal fuel run. I would love it for them to come back, bring back the days of where they could turn the engines up to maximum power. Because the engines can produce a lot more power than they do in the normal mode. And you'll see it on some of the driver steering wheels where they've got like a wet mode, a quali mode, and then standard, and puncture where it limits the throttle input even further if they've got a puncture, just so the car doesn't spin around. And that's how they're able to limp back to the pits a lot safer. Because you don't want to be putting like 1,000 horsepower through a wheel with no tyre. And so these engine modes that they had allowed them to do a standard fuel run, where it just used the normal amount of fuel per lap, a lean amount, where it used less fuel around a lap, and then there was full power, turning it up to the maximum beams off the wall. And that was brilliant, because it meant, you'd see the cars running faster and faster. And I know the FIA don't want the cars to run too fast, in the eyes of safety. I think it would make the racing more interesting, in my opinion, because now we've got limited fuel modes. It sort of makes you wonder, like, would they put in a little bit more fuel just so they can run a couple of extra laps in a higher fuel mix? You know, I mean, I get why they took it out, because it made it too easy for drivers when it came to saving fuel. Because all they do is just turn the engine down once they were ahead and then just save fuel, run under fueled. But it'd be nice to see it come back. Because now it's more about driver skill on saving fuel. Like, if you're not very good at saving fuel, you're going to carry more fuel than other cars around you. But it'd be nice to see, like, when we've got such close racing like we do now, a driver just eke it up a notch, bit more power, go flying past, or opposite, the defending from someone trying to overtake, knock it up a notch so they can't get past. But Mercedes, again on that one, perfected it. They had the perfect race and quali power modes that nobody else could match, and it was one of the reasons it got banned. Because Mercedes could fly off on maximum power, put it in normal mode, and win. And we won!
Yes, yes,
hey!
yes, guys, yes! Come on, boys!
I didn't realise that was the final lap. Oh, what a fantastic result!
Drive. That's just fantastic, amazing. You deserve that race
and I think we got
well
fastest
done,
lap as well. So I'll see you back at HQ. Alright guys, we're back at HQ there after a fantastic weekend for us, getting pole. Our teammate came in 19th, which is not too bad. He made his way up a little bit, but I think with a bit more R&D on the car and a bit more training, he could help him get himself back up there into the points. So overall, a fantastic result for the team and ourselves. Which I was really happy about. So that's it for this episode. So thank you ever so much for watching. Next time we are heading out to Azerbaijan to take part in the Baku circuit, which I'm not fantastic at, but I do like the circuit, but I'm not great at it, so it might be a bit of a struggle compared to this one, but we'll see how it goes. So yeah. Thanks again for watching. If you like the video, please hit that like button. It really does help me out. It lets me know you guys enjoy the videos and helps it get it out there to more people that may enjoy it. Let me know what you thought of this race, or whether it be the one that I've just done or the actual Monza race as well. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. And I'm still trying to get to 500 subscribers, so please, if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Help me get to 500 subscribers. And to everybody that's subscribed so far, thank you ever so much. And to all the new subscribers we've got over the last week or so, thank you ever so much to all of you guys. It really means a lot, and yeah, so big thank you to you. So thanks again, and I'll see you all next time. Take care everyone, bye now.